NIS Wildcats, how you doing out there? This is Mr. Snap, your host of NIS Wildcat News. This is our second broadcasting, and I would like to go ahead and get started. First, we're going to discuss with Ms. Unks about our Newport Professional Firefighters Local 45 and their donation to NIS, along with our NIS Family Dinner and Activity Night, which is scheduled for March 22nd from 5 to 7 p.m. The theme for that night is Wildcat Madness. All right, take it away, Mr. Matlock.
Hello, my name is Isabel Matlock, and I'm here with Miss Amber, and she's going to talk about the food that was donated to Newport Intermediate School and when the next family night is going to be.
Good afternoon, Wildcats. I'm so excited to tell you about an awesome thing that happened in our community. The Newport Professional Firefighters Local 45 did a food drive for us on the Saturday before the Super Bowl. And wow, they raised over $5,000 worth of food to help with our weekend food packs and our summer food program. So if you see a firefighter on the street, tell them thank you. Also coming up this month is our next family night. It's going to be on March 22nd from 5 to 7 p.m. We'd love to have you out to come join us for fun games. It's themed Wildcat Madness, and we're going to be celebrating by playing wheelchair basketball. Also, we'll have dinner and a literacy activity for our whole family. We're so excited for you guys to join us for that night. We hope to see you there. Bye.
All right, thank you, Mr. Matlock, and thank you, Miss Unks. With me now is our Assistant Principal, Bob Sider. He's here to talk to us about our RC rules, which we have implemented throughout our school this year, and about our school safety. Mr. Sider?
Yeah, this is pretty exciting times here at Newport Intermediate School as we embark on this journey with our Ron Clark rules. We started the year out, we put in 3 rules. We gave out some brochures to our parents to get our parents involved with this, and I think our students are doing a great job trying to learn how to follow these 3 rules. We start the year off with our roar, and we want all our students, obviously as Wildcats, to be able to roar. And that's respectful, ownership, achievement, and responsibility. We want our students to be able to be respectful to each other and to their teachers. We want them to take ownership. We want them to take responsibility for what they're doing in the classroom, as well as how they treat other people. And of course, achievement. We always want our students to give their best effort, and our teachers are working really hard to prepare our students to give their best efforts on their tests as well as the state test.
Excellent. And if you don't mind, Mr. Sider, how long did it take us to implement those 3 rules?
It took us about three and a half months to get all 3 rules in place. Our second rule being a little bit further involved with respect, with respecting our teachers and our classmates, and really showing respect for ourselves by always doing things correctly. And of course, our third rule that we're really emphasizing right now, our mistakes are proof that you're trying. We want our kids to feel like, yes, they can make mistakes, but the next day's a new day and we start over again, and we don't get upset or frustrated with our mistakes, we just learn from them.
Awesome. Now, I understand that KCSS, Kentucky Center of School Safety, came in not too long ago, I think it was in November, December, and did an audit here at our school. Could you tell us a little bit about the results we got from that and the ways we're going to improve right away for that?
Yes, obviously safety is our #1 priority. We want our students to feel safe, we want our staff to feel safe, and we want to do what we can for parents to feel like, we send our kids to Newport Intermediate School and we know our kids will be safe. So one of the first changes we're making in our visitors to our school, you have to buzz in, you'll be asked for your name and the reason for your visit. The next thing that will happen when you visit our offices, you will be asked for your ID. Obviously, if you don't have an ID, we can look things up on the computer, etc. But again, as part of our safety, we would like you to bring your ID. And finally, you will be required to wear your visitor sticker badge once you're out in the building. For our staff, from now on, so people can recognize who the people in our building are, they will have to wear ID badges, which we both have on right now. That is required for everyone that works in the building, including our substitute teachers. The doors are locked and closed for all our classrooms. So again, in order for someone to get in the room, they will have to knock, or if it's an administrator, they have to use their key. And we're tightening up our supervision in all areas of our building and our playground so that we have more teachers and administrators out and about. And one prime example of that is our morning parking and our drop-offs. We're watching that flow of traffic because obviously that can get very congested. In fact, we invited the Newport Police in to take a look at the flow of traffic one morning to make sure that people were able to move and we weren't having too many issues and getting congested out there.
All right, I thank you very much, Mr. Sider, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.
Thank you very much.
Again, I want to thank Mr. Sider for being here with us today. And next, we're going to be talking about our testing that's coming up. March 26th through the 29th is our district learning checks that are coming up, and then after spring break we have MAT testing, and then all of us know that K-Prep will take place at the end of the month of May. To talk a little bit about testing tips and strategies, we're going to go and pop in to visit Miss Alexander in her office. Hey, Miss Alexander.
Hi, I'm Tracy Alexander. I'm the school counselor here at Newport Intermediate School. And I'm going to talk to you today about some important tests that our students have coming up over the next 3 months. At the end of March, March 26th through the 29th, we're going to be doing our district learning checks. These are tests that will show the teachers what the students have learned throughout the whole school year. In April, we will be doing our third round of MAP testing. Those are the tests that are given on the iPad. And then in May 16th, 17th, 18th, 21st, and 23rd will be our state K-Prep tests. So some things that you can do at home to help your child prepare for these tests. First and foremost, just be supportive. Tell them how great that they're going to do and that you believe in them, and tell them to do their very best. It's important that they get a good breakfast before coming to school, or get them here on time so that they can have breakfast in our cafeteria. And just tell your child just to do their very best. It's important that they feel the encouragement from you and that they have the confidence coming into taking the test. It's super important that they come to school every day. Studies have shown that students do their best testing if they're in the classroom environment with their other peers, so they don't have to be pulled out for a makeup test if they are absent. So attendance is super important. And lastly, make sure they get a good night's sleep at night. Of course, we all do better when we're rested and ready to go the next day. So they'll be testing first thing in the morning, and if they've had a good night's sleep and a good breakfast and some encouragement from you, then I'm sure they will be great. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss Alexander. What a great job you did. All right, next we have meetings we would like to invite you to on March 28th. We have NIS SPDM meeting in our conference room at 4 p.m. District PTO meeting at the primary school at 5:30, and of course our board meeting in our boardroom at 6:30. So please come on out and get involved. Excuse me. March 30th is a no school day for our students. It also begins, if you remember, our spring break, which follows the following week. So there will be no school March 30th through April the 6th. Students will return April 9th. Now, March 30th, our students are out for another in-service day for our teachers, and we're going to go out to Miss Hale to discuss and talk with her about what actually are we be doing on that in-service day. Take it away, Mr. Matlock.
Hello, I am Damian Matlock, and we are about to have Miss Hale talk to us about what the teachers will be doing when students are off school.
Friday, March 30th is the final PLC day for teachers. Students, you will have that day off, which leads into your spring break. Your teachers will be here at school working hard on curriculum development, units, and assessments. So students, we hope you enjoy your day off. Teachers, again, will be here working hard to be ready for you when you return from spring break. Have a good break.
All right, thank you, Mr. Matlock and Miss Hale. I look forward to our in-service day. A lot of learning going on and a lot of growth. All right, I think that's about it, and that wraps it up for today's episode, guys. So I hope everybody enjoys it, and we'll see you next month. NIS Wildcat News. Mr. Snap, signing out.